gotta skedaddle. We got things to do.
First app I delete isn't Instagram, it's not TikTok, it's not anything. It's
That's larger than a human heart. I'm trying really hard here.
I always find it so funny when my eye does that. I just threw on a tank and some jeans, but I'm probably gonna go to the library for my internship, but that's not until a couple hours, 3 hours. I have a presentation I have to prep for today, so I'm gonna work on that real quick before we leave. It's me with my wildly oversized. Oh guys, we're wearing red on red. I don't even like red that much. I know it's hard to believe, but it's true.
I keep my daily jewelry stacked in this little ceramic thing that I made in a pottery class. When I go back to Korea, I'm planning on taking regular pottery classes with my mom, and I'm super excited for that. I feel like pottery is such a me activity. Okay guys, we gotta skedaddle. We got things to do.
Hour photo shoot in New York, came home, straight into the club. Now I had something to prove because I'm not suffering obscure, you guys are putting nails into my brain again, fucking bastards. Anyway, now I had a point to continue proving because I'm not struggling like that.
For our coconut shrimp, I'm gonna start by making some rice. So I feel like working with this kind of rice cooker has always been a little bit difficult for me because I never understand like exactly how much water is supposed to go into like, I don't know. I'm used to working with like pressure rice cookers, and those like measurements are a little bit different from just like conventional rice cookers. So it's been a bit of a trial and error. Josh is way better at using that rice cooker than I am. But I'm starting to learn it's close to a 1-to-1 ratio, so that should be good. For our chicken, I always like to use some latex gloves. We're gonna use chicken breast for this, and honestly, the easiest way I like to season my chicken is low-key in a Ziploc bag, just because it avoids a lot of mess. Then I can just throw the bag out later to avoid cross-contamination. Got this thing of chicken breast. I think I'll just make 2. Whoa, that's huge. Okay, maybe I'll just make 1. That's larger than a human heart. That's crazy. Okay, definitely gonna freeze the rest. For the marinade, nothing crazy. I'm just gonna use some all-purpose garlic and herb seasoning, red pepper, garlic salt, and honey. Honestly, genuinely, this is all you need. It's a generous thing of that. Pepper, just because I forgot. Okay, gonna let that cook. And now we're gonna make our coconut curry. I got a thing of coconut milk the other day. We have 1 cube of Japanese curry left, so I think what better way to use that than to make coconut curry. Honestly, wearing white is probably a really bold choice. I have green onion. I usually like to freeze my aromatics because it's really easy to like use them, but I might have overdone them because this is like rock solid. Hold on. I'm gonna saute these for a bit just to get the aromatics out. Okay, so once that's sauteed a little bit, here, let me show you. You just wanna get like kind of like a brown on your aromatics. Coconut milk. We're gonna let that simmer for around 10 minutes and then add our rice chicken. It should be ready to go. Evidently by my outfit, I was literally about to go to the gym. Josh took the key and like I need the key to get to the gym. So never mind. I'm just gonna go shower instead. Anyways, good morning. It is a Saturday morning. Well, it's not even the morning anymore. It's actually 4 p.m. So good afternoon, I guess. It feels like a morning because I actually woke up not too long ago. I slept from 12 a.m. to 12 p.m. straight. No interruptions, no nothing. I just slept. And then I woke up and we watched a movie. And now it's the afternoon. So that's how I spend my Saturday. Do I have the looming threat of my to-do list and multitudes of deadlines ahead of me? Yes. I'm just gonna go take a quick shower and get to that soon. I feel like when it comes to the music I listen to when I study, well, first of all, when I need to like really lock in, I try my very best not listen to music. And honestly, I think my chronic like need to have some sort of background noise slash background music is very much related to a lot of like dopamine problems, I guess. Or maybe I'm just throwing buzzwords around and maybe it's not necessarily a dopamine problem. Maybe it's like just like, I don't know. I'm sure dopamine is involved somehow in that. And this is like a really hot take, but for me personally, whenever I feel like I'm going through periods where I'm definitely in a screen rut, meaning that I just need background noise, background music, just need content all the time hitting my brain. First app I delete isn't Instagram, it's not TikTok, it's not anything, it's Spotify. The moments I train myself to sit with silence rather than have music playing in the background, I think is when I start to like kind of ground myself back into like my routines and like rhythm of not really being on my screen as much as I need to be. Yeah, I think I'm at a point where I should probably do that. So yeah, Spotify's not gonna be seeing me for the next week at least, which is kind of tragic. It's like my easiest fix whenever I'm in these kinds of ruts. Anyways, right now I have a presentation I need to edit and I also need to submit something in the next 3 hours. So I'm gonna quickly do that. Guys, good morning. I'm in a little bit of a business casual fit because we have a mock presentation for my internship today, and we also have to do a quick recording as well. So this is semi-business professional. Wait, what is it called? Business casual. Business casual. That's what it is. What's the one with semi in it? I've been cold brewing this tea all morning. And I also added a couple of lemon drops. If you guys know me, you guys know that I love my Celsius. I'm trying really hard here. So tea instead it is. This is the mango magic tea from Ahmed Tea, and guys, it is so good. Genuinely, like the most refreshing mango. I actually still have to figure out a script for this. Usually when I do presentations, I rarely write myself a script because I find myself actually performing way better when I have bullet points at most, or just my slides, and I can like kind of free talk and practice it a couple of times and know what I'm gonna say for each slide. But in this case, this is a team-based presentation, so my team members and I have to know exactly who's saying what at what moment, so definitely this is something that I need a script for. I'm also opening us, so that should be not too bad. You know, it's really funny because I think I have like wildly different ways of presenting myself / my voice like changes a lot. Honestly, sometimes I don't even know which voice of mine is real, because sometimes when I'm even talking to you guys, like I'm sure you guys notice sometimes it's like really deep and like I don't know, like this, or like sometimes it's like super high pitched. It gets really nasally when I speak in Korean or when I'm speaking to like my family and friends. But I definitely have a presentation voice, and I think that comes from being in speech and debate for so long. This is like maybe my usual talking voice is like this, whereas like if I start presenting, I'll like go down to this register. And like I just think it's like sometimes I listen to myself in recordings, or like when I'm like presenting, I listen to myself and I'm like, that is like so different. Usually how I go about writing scripts or writing bullet points for presentations is I like to have my material up and I start explaining it as I would present it without a script. So I'm like free speaking it, and then I take pieces of what I liked of what I did, and then I start writing the script based off of that. I'm gonna spend the next 30 minutes writing the script for at least my portion of this. I just did a rudimentary run through of what I think I want to say, and next I'm gonna do that again, and I'm gonna voice memo myself. Literally just the Apple's like prototypical voice memos feature is so amazing because it transcribes flawlessly. So I'm gonna try doing my presentation, voice memoing it, transcribing it, and then copying pasting over that transcription and then refining my script, if that makes sense. So later I have something to read off of. I also need to time myself. Okay, I'm at exactly about a minute, which is great. That's exactly where I want to be. I'm gonna refine and touch some things up. The thing is, like, I just know if I start writing a script, I know I'm just gonna lose like my natural speaking cadence, which I think is one of my strongest suits as a presenter. Okay guys, this is actually not looking bad. I'm happy with where both their project presentations are at, and I'm meeting with my team soon to run it a couple times before our mock presentation. Our actual presentation is in a couple days, but today is still pretty important because it's like a middle ground check. For breakfast, I think I'm just gonna literally eat some pretzels and some cottage cheese. I can't believe I'm nearing the end of my internship. Time truly flies because I started this in like April, March, and now we're here, so. Cucumber. I really like the crunchy parts of cucumber, but I hate the mushy seeds part of it, but I try to like scrape out the seeds as much as I can. Also, this is like huge, almost like a zucchini. Did I stuff this with that? I have a couple of action items left, but my internship is done for the day. I'm gonna change it to something more comfortable because I kind of have an upset stomach for some reason. I feel a little bit nauseous. Not sure why. This looks scary brown, but I swear your pasta in this and it's gonna be so good. gonna go ahead and make some pork chops. And the easiest way to coat your pork chops, always just use a Ziploc bag. I like to just like get whatever spices. This is furikake, which I know sounds a bit weird considering I'm making pork chops, but it has a nice crisp to it and it's great. This is the dash garlic and herb all-purpose seasoning, Ari's garlic salt. This thing used to be like $1, I think in like 2020. Maybe I'm mistaken, but now it's $4. So inflation, something else, I have no clue. Parmesan cheese, just a little bit of red pepper flakes. Oh. This might look a little bit weird to you guys, but this is something called futsugaru, which is vegetable pancake mix, a Korean pancake mix. And I know like putting pancake mix in chops sounds weird, but this is in no way sweet. It's literally just like a savory sort of coating, and it pairs really well with any sort of protein. So